Welcome back to another episode of War Selection. So, Asarco was kind enough to send me a fan game of a free-for-all match, and this one is kind of interesting because this is incredibly close quarters. Incredibly close quarters. I was like, oh. And what's worse is that Asarco is not in a good position. Like, I don't know, this is probably the worst starting position ever. Like even red, cyan, or blue, those are better. Like even cyan is better, despite being surrounded, than this because at least they have at least in front of them is like a good defensive area here. Like a lot of mountains too. It's a lot of mountains. Holy crap. Like over here though, like right here, this guy right here, he has an amazing starting position. This is like the best one because not only is he backed with lots of water, and he can place his temple, here, in a good spot, which he did actually. He still has all these resources, these nice tree lines, lots of metal, and very very good defenses. Like this is like some class A. Look, god damn! Why can't I have maps like this? Why can't I have maps like? Look at this map right here. You know what? Copy the clipboard. I'm keeping this map. I'm keeping that map. Anyways, like I was saying, so right here, Asarco is right here. He's right here, and he's nice area right here. He built his little wall of houses and stuff. Um, and then it just kind of becomes like a massive hodgepodge of fighting later down. So the fighting is often quick, however, it is also very brutal in a way. And you're gonna see why. So after a while, nothing really happens at first. Starting game, blah 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 blah. We're just gonna skip through time a little bit. Again, there we go. All right, here we go. So our Sarkul builds a bunch of spears, and he smartly takes over some of these mountain chains. These mountain chains right here. There's some actually really nice mountain. These mountain chains are insane. Holy fuck! Like there's so many choke points on this map. Like right here is also a choke point, but it's blocked by trees. You have to go through here. Oh my god, I would love a map like this. It'd be annoying, but I would still love it. Anyways, we got Rasarko over here at purple, going in, attacking, and he's completely brutalized by yellow or orange's spearmen, right here. And also, Asarko is actually really smart here too, because he realizes the situation that he's in. He realizes how this mountain chain is, and he starts building walls in these little choke points. See, this is a proper way you build a wall here. And I mean, I would have built a wall from here to here, and then a wall here, but these are proper fortifications. Like you're purposely cutting off, certain locations. After this, instead of seeking his revenge on Cool, Orange goes ahead and attacks Cyan. Into a brutal skirmish. Now, from the looks of it, it seems like these spearmen are fully upgraded. Yes, these look like fully upgraded spearmen from the amount of damage they're doing so fast. He goes to the forge, which is smart, so he can't build towers. There's the farm, sends in reinforcements. Man, Sun is actually doing a really good job. It slaughters those guys. Oh, with the combination of red coming over here and killing all of this guy's workers. Oh, that's not a good. That's not a good situation he's in, is it? Yeah, that's not good at all. Anyways, so Cyan eventually quits after this because he realizes there's no point. And then, same time, Cool comes in with Legionnaires and heavy spearmen along with workers. And look at this, he's cutting down the trees that are here. I don't know why he just didn't like trying to make a gate here and then go around. I guess because of the towers, I guess. But oh well. But it turns out, he does pull back. Pulls back, and eventually he does manage to break through. He manages to cut down the trees, and it's funny, it's like only like 3 trees blocking the way. It's fucking hilarious. And then right here, so right here is a brutal fight between this is a heavily outnumbered force that's Cool is dealing with, or a heavy larger force, but Cool's forces are way more powerful. They have way more discipline. They're Legionnaires and heavy spearmen versus fully upgraded regular spearmen and archers. And as you see, they get absolutely mauled by these Legionnaires and spearmen. As you see, he only lost around 3 troops out of all of that, out of that huge force. It's deadly. And then Sun quits, which I think is kind of fucking stupid of him. Like, really, you spent all of that and then you just quit from a few Legionnaires that were, well, they weren't wounded at all. But hey, you know, you could have made a bunch of archers. After that, Cool just goes ahead, starts preparing. And this is why also scouting is incredibly important. You want to take out everyone who's close to you. In this case, this is basically the entire match. But in the meantime, so at the exact same time that Cool just finished off orange, green over here is attacking purple, which purple had virtually nothing to defend itself except bulwarks. And once you age, bulwarks are kind of useless. Once you age up, they become useless. Like, sure, you can upgrade them in the towers, but that's expensive. You go Europe. And you see that's right there. So this is a perfect opportunity right here. If I was green and I realized this, right here, I would use everything I had to not only solidify myself from the rest of the world, essentially, and then build a wall here. And so we'll see what green does. Meanwhile, Cool goes ahead, gets his Legionnaires, gets his spearmen, and goes straight in. Unfortunately, it seems like Red went AFK because he isn't, you know, he wasn't moving his workers. And then he just gets completely butchered. So yeah, Red didn't have a streak going on for him. It was not a good day for him. Anyways, so the next target is obviously Yellow, who is actually in a massive skirmish against Blue. Now they have no idea what's ahead of him. It looks like right here that Yellow is going to win. He's going to beat him. The fighting is really intense right here. Blue's gotten desperate, but at the exact same time, Cool is right here. He's preparing his own military force, buffing up his troops with Squad, Legion, and Pikemen. That is like the most formidable force I have ever seen. That is an incredibly heavy infantry unit, like heavy infantries. Like no army could possibly stand against this, except unless you have mass cavalry hit and runs. This is an incredibly powerful army right here, and that's not even all of them. More are coming. There's now grenadiers on the way. You also put too many workers on gathering metal. Too many workers on gathering metal. Anyway, with that, cool attacks. And completely goes, just completely decimates. Look at the sheer amount of units that are being attacked. Now, yellow, I'm sorry, yeah, yellow does try to go after the grenadiers, which is kind of smart, but same time, you got legionnaires and pikemen. Just look, I see, he just lost his entire army because he was trying to go after the grenadiers, which was completely stupid. He should have gone after every other unit and then go after the grenadiers with the smaller archery force. So he lost his entire army because he was being careless. Anyway, all that's left is cool and green over here, and I'm looking at green. He doesn't have a chance. He has an army, a considerable force, but these are all pikemen, and he has very little workers as well, from like what he should have. So I don't really like Green's chances. You see right here, he comes in with his legionnaires, completely destroys this force, because not only does he have the range of the grenadiers, but he also has the legionnaires and squads he still had from Iron Age, and he's industrial now. This has been the same exact force since the beginning, with the exception of the grenadiers and squad. You see, green does not produce anything else. So really good work. I will say, like, this was incredibly close quarters match, and I feel like the fighting could have been far more brutal. Yeah, right here, there it goes. It's our cool wins. Now, I will say, looking at it, the fighting could have been way more brutal had Green been good at the game and realized the situation he could have been in. So had he just walled this section off and maybe double layered it, place defenses, Cool would have gotten through it in a way, kind of. But Green could have built up a massive force. He could have taken out this guy, and then built a massive fortifications. And plus, had he taken this island, he would have had more than enough resources. So it would have been an even fight. I'm really disappointed, however, that it wasn't like a massive fight. So some of the people got smart and built like fishing. They built a lot of fishing. Right here, Cool also built a lot of fishing. And also, I learned that if you have enough fishing boats, like 10 fishing boats, you don't need any workers on food at all. So really good work. Cool. You walled up the choke points, which is smart. There was not really much for this wall, but I guess it bought you time. And yeah. I also would have done is I would have cleared out entire swaths of the bases. Now I understand why you did not, because you wanted to, go after each target quickly. And had anything bogged you down, you could have then came back and destroyed all the structures. But when dealing with matches like this, sometimes it is best just to completely wipe out an opponent's. So that way, if you do need resources, emergency resources, you need to stretch your forces out. It is way easier for you, since you don't have to worry about anything like any tower, like remnant tower. So say you need this metal mine with a tower here, so you didn't have to pull back, a considerable force to deal with this one tower. So yeah, I would have definitely, and also this tiger that got, what the fuck? This tiger got 5 kills. Damn. Anyways, yeah, I would have definitely just wiped out entire swaths of the bases, because right here, especially right here, so had any force been here besides these structures, these workers would have been constantly attacked. But yeah, it was a good match in a way. Again, I'm kind of disappointed that certain things didn't happen. I really think This could have been a long, like, extended fight had Green put up more of a fight and, you know, actually prepared himself. That's what I would have done. I would have just built up my forces here, taken out this guy, and fortified this area, and then just denied anything that came through, and then and then I would have taken the fight to sea eventually, because that's basically what this map would have turned into. Like, I would have taken this island, and then basically turned the whole fight to naval by forcing my opponent to do so. And even then, because like it would actually be strategically better to just fortify for like both forces to fortify their section, build up, and then take the fight to sea, so that way you can constantly land troops. Now it does hurt Cool more because he has a much longer shoreline, coastal area than Green did, because Green has actually a lot of mountains that he could rely upon. So like this entire section is all mountains. This coast, basically his entire like east coastline would have been heavily defended from just like even just one balloon tower here could have just seen everything that happened. Whereas the west coast would have needed way more defenses because there's a longer shore. But even then, the rapid force here could have been used to immediately counter anything that landed. But yeah, that is just my analysis of this game. Good job, Cool. Again, disappointed that Green didn't put up a fight. Everyone else put up a fight in their own way. I really wish I hate close quarter maps, but when it comes like this, look at this map, bro. It's amazing. Everything about it is amazing. I love it. Even though it's been really, really annoying trying to navigate through all that with oh my god, this map would have been amazing against the opponent. This map would have been in a way amazing because against artillery, because like you could fortify like these points with artillery, and like nothing could get up. Like no tanks would be able to get up and safely. It would be a nightmare for whoever's attacking, because you got one side who has all these mountains. So even if you did land, you would have to like go navigate through all these mountains to try to get to your opponent. Whereas, you know, and also vice versa, you would have to come up through this direction specifically. So he would just have to fortify this area, and then just not bother that tree line. Yeah, this definitely would have turned into a naval engagement if it was me. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and I'll see you all next time.